Begin our tech talk today on AI-enabled multilingual chatbot. Your questions will be answered live at the end, but please go ahead and enter them into the chat as they come up if you would prefer. Our presenter today is Sridhar Patar. He is an associate software engineer who graduated in 2023 with a degree in computer science and engineering from KLE Institute of Technology. He has experience in Mendix, Python, AI/ML, and advanced Java. He is also passionate about building smart AI-powered applications using low-code technology. Welcome, Sridhar. The Tech Talk is now yours.
Thanks for the warm welcome, Amanda. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to share a project that brings together AI, language processing, and document intelligence to solve a practical challenge. So let me start by introducing the core idea behind this work. We have developed an AI-enabled multilingual chatbot designed to read and understand documents that contain both English and Mandarin content. Even when those documents include embedded images. The system intelligently extracts, interprets, and responds to the queries, making document search and summarization seamless across languages and formats. Moving on, here are the core technologies that power our system. At the back end, we have FastAPI to build a RESTful interface that connects the front end with our AI logic. EasyOCR is used for reading images in the documents, especially useful for multilingual text. TF-IDF factorization and cosine similarity help us find the most relevant responses. We also use translation and language detection to make it truly multilingual. Each component here plays a vital role in creating an intelligent and responsive chatbot. Now that we have seen the bigger picture, let me walk you through the TF-IDF vectorization and cosine similarity with simple examples. So it's easier to understand how relevance is calculated behind the scenes. Talking about the TF-IDF, TF-IDF stands for term frequency, inverse document frequency. It's a numerical statistic method used in natural language processing to reflect how important a word is in a document compared to a collection of the documents. In simple terms, it helps us to identify the most meaningful words by giving the high scores to the words that occur frequently in a document, but not across all the documents. So let us take an example to understand better how TF and IDF works. There is a formula to calculate the term frequency, that is number of times the term T appears in a document divided by the total number of terms in a document. So let us take an example. This sentence, the OpenAI develops powerful AI models and AI tools for the developers. So basically, there are 10 words in this whole sentence. So using the formula, the term frequency for the word AI would be 2 divided by 10. That would be 0.2. Similarly, for the OpenAI, it is 1 divided by 10, that is 0.1. And for developers, 1 divided by 10, that is 0.1. Using these numbers, we'll get to know that how many times the term has occurred in the whole document. Talking about the IDF, it has also a formula, that is log of total number of documents divided by the number of documents with the term T. So here's a different one more example. We consider three sentences. One is the OpenAI builds language models. Developers use OpenAI APIs to build tools. AI tools are used by many companies. So basically, IDF shows how unique or rare a term is across multiple documents. You can see the word developers and AI appear in the document each, so their IDF scores are higher. That makes them more valuable keywords for identifying the document uniqueness. So this is for the understanding the TF and IDF. Later in this calculation, the TF and IDF values are multiplied with each other. getting that value, we call that value as a TF-IDF value. That tells us that how important, how relevant is that word in the document. So moving on, let's now understand how cosine similarity help us to measure how similar two sentences are in a vector space. We have taken two short sentences, AI is smart, AI is intelligent. After applying TF-IDF factorization, each sentence becomes a point in the multidimensional space. Cosine similarity calculates the angle between these two vectors. In our case, the angle is approximate of 48.2 degree. This is a moderate angle, so the cosine value of this would be nearly equal to 0.66. Since the cosine value is above 0, but not very close to the 1, the sentences are considered somewhat similar, but not highly similar. This demonstrates how even with the different words like smart and intelligent, the model can recognize some similarity based on the context, though the difference is wording leads to a less strong similarity score. Now that we have understood the how TF-IDF factorization and cosine similarity help us measure the similarity between the sentences and documents, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture, how all the components work together in overall system. So let us look at the system architecture and workflow of this application. When a user enters a query, either in English or Mandarin language, it is received by our FastAPI backend, which manages all incoming requests. The system then determines whether the input contains images or text documents. If there are images, EasyOCR is used to extract the text through optical character recognition, while for text PDFs or Excel files, the text is directly extracted. These extracted texts are combined into one unified input for processing. Next, the detection is performed using tools like LangID or TextBlob to identify the query language. If the detected language differs from the storage data language, the system translates the text using the deep translator to ensure consistency. The text is then transformed into numerical vectors using a TF-IDF factorization, capturing the significance of the words. Using cosine similarity, the system compares these vectors with the stored questions and answers to find the closest match. Finally, the most relevant answer is selected and sent back to the users through the chatbot interface, enabling the seamless and intelligent conversation experience. Moving on, talking about the benefits and applications of this application. It handles both English and Mandarin queries seamlessly, extracts and understands the content from Excel files and embedded images, uses TF-IDF and cosine similarity for relevant answers, built with a fast API for efficient handling of the queries suitable for customer support, document summarization, and compliance checks. Let me show you or run and show you the application now. So this is the home page of our application, and on clicking on this button, we'll be seeing the chatbot. So before this, I want you to show what type of data Excels we are considering here. For example, we have image in this Excel file as it is embedded in this. Here's a sentence that says, "He's my friend." So what I'm expecting from my chatbot is to get me the when I type this sentence, it should get me this fetch me the images from a number of Excel files. It should detect me this Excel file and get me these images. So let us try it. Before doing that, let us first greet our chatbot by saying hello. The chatbot replies as hello. How can I assist you today? So let us go ahead and type this sentence. That is, he's my friend. So when I click on the send button, the chatbot is successfully fetching me the exact image in which there's a sentence like he's my friend. This would work for even these two languages as well. Even if I send this in Chinese, it would reply me the same with the same image. Let's take one more example. In this box, there's a Chinese text which is when translated, it should give me this whole content. So let's see. Let's send this through chatbot. So now, so when I send this to chatbot, I'm expecting to get me the whole context that is there in this box. So let us send it. Yeah, the chatbot replies with the complete context of that box. And finally, there's one more image. In this image, as you can see, there are different words like progress, respect, wealth, happiness, perfection. I'm expecting this image to be written by my chatbot application. So let's try that. Yeah, the chatbot is capable of getting the data from the system. So what is happening in the backend is when I enter the user request, it goes through multiple filtering, and the data is filtered, and it is first goes through the check detection of the language and whether it is in a Chinese or English. So after detecting, it would do termed frequency TF-IDF, and through using a cosine similarity, it would fetch me the most relevant answer for the question. Going back, uh, in conclusion, this project shows the successful development of the multilingual AI-enabled chatbot, capable of reading and understanding and responding to queries for both English and Mandarin documents by integrating OCR for image-based text, language detection and translation, and TF-IDF-based NLP techniques. The system delivers intelligent responses through a simple and efficient FastAPI backend. This solution not only handles diverse document types but also bridges language barriers, making it highly applicable in the real-world scenarios, such as international business, compliance, and multilingual support, customer support. Overall, it represents a powerful step towards accessible and intelligent document understanding. So thanks for attending this session.